Okay, so today we're going to cut a graduated bob, horseshoe section, dividing the top and the bottom. We're going to take another section from the occipital bone to the top of the ear. Both sides. And we're going to establish a diagonal back section from just above the occipital bone. And we're going to cut a graduated bob. The top is longer, the bottom is shorter. You're taking the hair out to the desired length. We make sure we have a V section that tells us that it's a graduation. We find the line and we cut. Make sure we put the finger inside and we cut the line. Next section, we're going to take another diagonal section parallel to the previous, but we're not going to over direct to the first one. We're going to take the next section and we over direct back to the wall, straight out. Looking for the guide. You see the guide underneath and you cut. Next section, another parallel diagonal, vertical diagonal. We're taking the hair, looking for the guide, and we cut. Making sure we build the graduation, building the foundation. Next section, we continue with diagonal sections. Taking the hair, pulling it straight out, looking for the guide, then we cut. Here is the guide. You can see already the build-up of the graduation. Next section, another vertical diagonal section. Same thing, looking for the guide and cut. Next section. Same thing, repeat, pulling the hair back out, looking for the guide, and cut. Next section. Now we come into the round of the head. We pulling everything straight out. We don't pull it there, straight out. Here is the guide. We cut. Next section, right behind the ear. Pulling the hair back and out. Here is the guide. We cut. You can see already the build up to the graduation towards the front. Now we're gonna move to the other side. Water helps to see the guide because the hair tends to dry fast. Again, we continue the same manner with diagonal, vertical, diagonal. Now we're changing hands position, looking for the guide, and we cut. Another diagonal section. Pulling the hair out. And cut. Next section, another vertical diagonal. See the underneath guide. We pull, we cut in an angle, building the weight. Next section, another vertical section, pulling the hair out, looking for the guide and cut. Moving another section, we come into the round of the head. Again, this part, we pull everything back to the wall behind me. Looking for the guide. And we cut. We bring everything back to the stationary guide. You already can see the build-up of the graduation. Next section. Put some water, and we're gonna connect the bottom with the top section over here. Diagonal section. Here is the guide underneath, and we cut. Continue with diagonal section. Here is my guide underneath, and I cut. Moving to the next section. Here is my guide, and I cut. Another diagonal section. Pull the hair out. Make sure the finger angle is at 45 degrees and you cut a line. Good. Following section. Pulling the hair out at 45. Next section, we come into the round of the head again. Now we're pulling everything to the stationary guide. Here is the guide. Here is the guide. Next section, pull everything to the stationary guide. Here is the guide, and I cut. You can see the buildup of the weight. Coming right behind the ear, and we pull everything back to the stationary guide. Here is the guide. Make sure the finger angle is on the line with the bottom guide. Good. Next section, we're going to pull the whole side to the stationary guide in the back. Pull the hair out. Here's the guide, and I cut. Here's the guide, and I cut. Last section all the way to the back. Comb it nice and tight. Finding the guide and cut. Now you can see the graduation take shape. I'm gonna cross-check horizontal section. And bring everything to see the line. We're gonna move to the other side. Gonna repeat the same thing in the other side. Taking the guide from the back and the underneath. Vertical diagonal section. Pull the hair out. See the guide and cut. Another diagonal section. Pull the hair, looking for the guide underneath and behind, and cut. Finger angle, pulling the hair at 45 degrees angle, straight out to the back. Next section, coming to the round of the head. Now we're going to over direct to the stationary guide. Here is our guide. Taking section right behind the ear and pull everything back to the stationary guide. Straight out. Make a clean line. Next section, we're going to pull all the sides to the stationary guide. Looking for the guide, we cut. Comb the hair nice and tight. Looking for the guide. We cut. You can see the buildup of the weight from short to long. Now that we build the foundation, we're going to put the roof on top of the foundation. We're going to split the hair to two. We're going to take a diagonal forward section, and we're going to bring the top to the bottom. We elevate the hair right to below our section. Here's our guide underneath. We cut. Next section, we pull and cut. Moving to the sides, following the line. Continue to graduate and elevate at the same time. Next section, the same, diagonal forward. We bring the roof on top of the foundation, pulling the hair out. Here is the guide, and we cut. Same thing, the next section. Here's the guide, we cut. If you can see how it's built towards the front. Another section, same thing. Pull the hair, looking for the guide. Last section. Bring the hair out. And we cut. Like you can see the graduation of the hair from short to long. Now we're gonna move to the other side. Same thing, diagonal forward, pulling the hair out, looking for the guide, cut an angle. Pulling the hair out and cut. Next section, bringing the hair to just below the occipital and cut. Pull the hair and cut. Follow the guideline underneath. Bring the hair, look for the guide. Look for the guide. Last section. Pulling the hair out. Here's the guide. And we cut. Beautiful. Okay, now we're gonna go to blow dry and style the hair. If you can see how the graduation built 45 degrees angle, short to long. How the angle is built to the front and how it created the graduation on the top.
No, I love it. It's short and I love it.
Great. The twist is going to be on the top.
Okay.
The next twist is going to be on the top.
We can do more now. More layers.
Yeah, I like that.
Hey everyone, my name is Benny Molayev. I'm going to show you a demonstration how to blow dry bob haircut. So, I want to share a couple information, very important information, key points to blow dry. I like to start my blow dry first from the front. The reason why, the hair is still wet and damp, so I can take advantage of that wet and damp to style it the way I want it. If I start from the back, comes back to the front, it's going to be dry. Then I'm gonna have to fight or overheat it and break the front. So it makes sense more to do when it's damp, when it's dry, before it gets dry. So also to choose the right brush, very important. So the brush is kind of small, not the small, so I can have attention and style it. All right. Also, we have to make sure we know which side we're gonna go. So you have to make sure the way you blow it, that direction you go. So, I start with the roots. The roots was the first areas you have to focus and make these done very well. And you go under, you give them some volume. And we're gonna go with her to her right. So if we go to her right, I'm gonna twist it to this side to give the curve. I have to go all the way to the ends because the ends is very important to lock them as well. And then bring it down. So I have the shape, I can rework the shape later on. But the first two sections to the top, follower section. Always roots first. I keep it up, I want to get some volume because when it's wet and damp, to get the volume very important, you can always bring it down, but you cannot get volume afterwards. So you have to make sure you do it first in the beginning. Then again, same idea. Her hair is very curly, so we live in Florida. I want to make sure I have enough heat to seal the hair, otherwise we can get frizzy. So I have to make sure we seal it. Also again, all the way to the edge. With the blow all the way to the edge. To the end, to seal the end. Then we connect between the front and the back. We take half the front, half the back, and connect them. That's how we do. Continue to the sides. You always have to work the way you can see the hair and go small sections because those areas get very curly very first at our first impression. I like to work this in. I'm going to do up, so I want to get the curve to give me the volume. If you're very hard for you to reach the roots, you can take smaller brush and get that area. But if you do smaller sections, what it does for you, you build, you give a structure to the layers. The master cut it before, Mr. Yaniv, So you can see the layers more. If you take big chunks, they're just gonna raid on each other. Like this one, you can control it to the direction where you wanna pull it. If I do like this way, so I want the opposite direction, I want the hair to come like this way, so I brush it, so you can give me that curve. So basically you can control with the brush any shape you want, as long as you want to picture how it's gonna fall. So right now we want to make it wispy, so we can after that, afterwards, and end up it can be spread out the right direction. Gonna go the other way. See, if I hold longer the curve, or if I do hold the curve longer, like around it, so I will get that shape. But I have to do a little bit of cold and heat, heat and cold. So we have a button here. So this button was created for give you cool air. So you can do cold, and then if you want to release it, you can guess. So the shape you won't design it, all right? But you can, that's why it comes cold and heat together, works very well in a way. Always the roots. The roots are very important. You have to have attention. You see, attention. Couple times, comment and again. Comment and again, at least 3 times. Then you get to curve. I'm gonna do this directions. Usually the bottom ones, I bring this direction, and the top one I bring this direction. So can give me, now I'm gonna go to the back. I can have a smaller brush. So now, he cut the hair this direction, like this direction. So we have to make sure we get the blow dry the same way. The way the haircut was cut, we should go the same direction, all right? So that gives us the layout of the hair on top of each other, it look much nicer and blend in. And I think afterwards you have to go also with texturize the scissors to make sure they are blended very well. Also again, the right brush, very important. The right brush makes a difference. So I guess he cut it this direction, I'm gonna do this direction, see that? He cut it with me, so I have to make sure I do the same direction. Where you see the hair is already dry, it's very hard to get the shape. It's very hard. You have to use extra heat to get the shape you want. So that's why it's always recommended to use a dam between 40 to 50% hair dam. It gives you better performance. I used to go by diagonal like this way, this direction. So it gives me exactly what I did because I think gonna count. All right, so that's what we wanna achieve. I go to the roots up, always up. Put the brush under, leave attention, hold it on. Couple seconds with the cold air. Go back, add the heat. And make sure it works out head very well. You can work small sections in the front to get better design. And of course, the air can be blown very well because you're not gonna get spreezy. That's very quick. You can leave in the job is low, you know, for a week, easy. So now this part, we have to take it to the back to us. Now I'm gonna start designing. I want to make it go this direction, make them there, take the other part, bring on top. All right. But we're gonna finish this haircut, but I wanted to show you the final blow dry, how to get behind the ears and stuff like this. What we're gonna do is, we're gonna bring it to the front and pull it. Pull it. One second. So that way you're not gonna see the curls as you can see right now. That's the right way to do it. Make sure you don't see the curls. It's a final. Sometimes it's a long hair. What you can do, we can show it. Bring your head down, please. Yes. You can do like this as well. Make sure you get around the ears. Around the ears, it's your work. It's a frame. The frame, very important. One, two, three, up. That's it.
Blowout by Benny. So what we're gonna do now, we're just going to go over and texturize the hair. I'm Yaniv Levy. Okay. So basically what we're going to do, we're going to continue the way we cut, and we just go in with the scissor, point cutting, and texturize the hair to blend. With diagonal sections. This is refining the haircut. It's important after every haircut to go back and refine the lines.
Make sure you see this, very important. That's the final finish. This one, how the haircut gonna look. The line is fine, but if you don't use these scissors, the haircut's not gonna look the same, because this haircut requires a lot of detail in the finish.
Benny is right. Refining the haircut by point cutting, thinning scissor, make the hair more smooth when flowing. Taking section by section. And refining the line. If you can see already, everything become more smooth. Continue with diagonal forward, going over the line a little bit, going over the line. Refining the hair, basically go over the same line we did before, so we don't change the haircut. Texturize it, give it more movement, and breaking the line. You're gonna use the thinning scissor on the edges where you see the heavy texture and you want to blend it. We go in and we blend. Take a step back, look at the hair, see where it needs to adjust, and come with adjustment.
You're alone and you're in there.
Gorgeous.
Obviously, you have to put some pipe for finalize. Not much. It's just something light, molding mud. It gives you to control the hair, flyaways, or you can style it the way you want it. You have to make sure you wrap it on your hand because it's like, cook it very well. You start from the back, going from the back.
That smells so good.
So you bring in, you make sure. See, going with the haircut. Molding mud. You can play with this like the edges. It's a pretty face. It goes with the face. Good job, Mr. Yaniv. Amazing. You can do individual to make a hair wispy. It's very nice. It's aging. See, much to her level up to her chin. There you go.
Oh, that's beautiful. I like that a lot.
It's the haircut, ma'am. In the fingers here to put them together. The haircut, that helps the styling cream. All right. So now, paparazzi, put her behind.